Are you thinking about starting a business but not sure if that's really the right answer for you and your career? Are you thinking about making a career change but some doubts are coming up in your head as to whether or not now's the right time or whether you really have what it takes to create such a big change in your life? If so, this week's episode is for you. I'm Siobhan Barnes, founder of the Neon Life Society, and this week I'm going to be talking to you about how to know what to do next in your career. You know, I think that we all have a number of career possibilities open to us. I don't actually think that there's one right answer. I think there are many different ways that we can contribute and serve with the gifts, talents, and strengths that we have. And it's our duty and responsibility to figure out what feels best to us and how to make it happen. Some people are suited to entrepreneurship, others are suited to intrapreneurship. And if you're wondering how do you know which to pursue, then my recommendation for you is to actually slow down. You know, in today's world, it's so fast-paced. We've got a million things coming at us at once, family, friends, colleagues, bosses, clients, social media, the internet, media in general, and it can be a real heightened state of anxiety that we are in for the whole day. And it's not the best place for us to be making decisions, really important decisions, on what we're doing with our life. What are we doing with our careers? How are we showing up? And the reality is we spend most of our time at work. We spend most of our time in jobs with colleagues and clients and bosses. And it's important to feel like we're making a contribution, that we're valued, and that we're making a difference in the world in our own unique way. And so we've got to take the time to ask ourselves the questions, am I on track? Is this how I want to be living my life? Is this how I want to be showing up at work? Is this how I want to be showing up at home? And the only way you can do that is by taking 5 minutes out for yourself. Before the rest of the world comes to you with all of the different messages, information, to-dos, you've got to take 5 minutes to figure out what it is that you want and figure out your priorities and what's going to make you proud at the end of the day. And so if you're wondering, okay, what's that right next step for me? The answer is to take 5 minutes out every day to focus on you and to have that question answered. Where for some people, exercising is great. That's when they get their ideas, at the gym or running or walking. That's when the ideas flow and that's when the answers come. For others, journaling is the way to really get everything out of your head and figure out that next step. Others, it's meditation, guided meditation, or, just simply sitting on a little pillow and taking some quiet time to breathe and really focus on your body. Whatever that might look like for you, my intention for you this week is to try it. Try 5 minutes out to yourself every morning, preferably before you look at your BlackBerry, before you look at your phone, before you pick up your kids, and ask yourself the big question that you have on your mind. What am I meant to be doing next in my career? What would you have me do next? Where am I going? And see what answers come down. See what answers get plopped into your head and what your guidance, your inner guidance is telling you is the right next step. And I'll tell you, the answers will come. When you ask these questions and set such a strong intention for yourself for that day, that's when books will fall off the shelf. People will refer you to an article, or somebody will show up in your life who could help you, or a potential business partner might show up. And it's all because you've taken the time 5 minutes out to ask yourself, what is it that you're meant to be doing with your career? And you've opened yourself up to the possibility of what's out there. Because when you're in that frantic stage, you wake up, you do your BlackBerry, you go straight into the shower, you're in that work mode that you don't even see the opportunities and the possibilities that are out there. I liken this to buying a car. My husband and I bought our first car when we were expecting my first child, Jack. And, we were thinking about what kind of car to get. We were tossing between a Honda Stream and a Hyundai Tucson. And because we were so clear on what the two car models were, we couldn't stop seeing the cars everywhere. It was as if suddenly, everybody had a Tucson and everybody had a Stream. And the reality was we had simply opened our eyes and asked ourselves a question: what car should we buy for our new family? And we could suddenly see all the different possibilities and opportunities. And we ended up going with the Hyundai Tucson, by the way, which is a great car. But that's the power of setting an intention and taking the time out, 5 minutes for yourself in the morning. So I want to hear from you. I want to hear what your mode of slowing down looks like. Is it exercise? Is it journaling? Is it meditation? Is it sitting on a pillow? Whatever it is, leave a comment below. And I also want to know, what's the one question you're going to be asking yourself every day this week that you want the answer to? Is it, what am I meant to be doing with my career? Is it, who am I meant to be serving? Who's my target audience for my business? Is it, where should I be focusing my time right now? I want to know, what is it that's on your mind? What questions do you have? Leave a comment and let me know. And until next week, I wish you a beautiful, beautiful week.